Alright, I've looked everywhere to fix the problem I have. Now, it's time to ask a question on Stack Overflow. What? Oh no. Question bans on Stack Overflow help minimally and hurt Stack Overflow as a community. Because of how easy it is to bypass, forget, and attain a question bans hurt the community of Stack Overflow. To show why question bans are harmful, question bans must be defined. Question bans are given to users with a history of poor questions. What is considered a poor question is any of the following.
A question not relevant to the site, a question that isn't researched well, a question that is a duplicate of another post, or a question has a title that doesn't summarize the question, isn't formatted properly, something that doesn't have the proper tags, something that isn't on topic, any question that is subjective, although sometimes they allow questions like constructive questions, isn't reasonably scoped, and a question that isn't chatty.
It's obvious that there are a lot of guidelines. I didn't even mention them all, which make writing a Stack Overflow question very difficult. More difficult than creating answers to questions. After a new user accumulates many questions that are poorly received, which is detected by a secret algorithm, they get question banned. This question is not based on time, nor does a human moderator give it, nor is it based on site reputation. Not even the moderators can remove a question ban. These bans are provided solely by a secret algorithm. This algorithm checks posts for downvotes and decides whether to ban the user. First, question bans are very ineffective. A question ban is easily bypassed by creating a new account or using alt accounts to give themselves upvotes. Although this is obviously against TOS, receiving a question ban rewards users for this behavior. Because Stack Overflow doesn't have checks in place to stop this, they most likely go on without any repercussions. Those who want to follow TOS and have good intentions will be affected more than those who break the rules. So in the end, all of those who are left banned are those who want to change. Reason number 2.
FBI, open up!
Getting rid of the question ban is challenging. For a user to get out of the ban, they must edit their past questions, as they can't post new ones. The user can't delete their question as deleted questions count towards the ban. Deleted questions weigh much heavier than undeleted ones. Sometimes, the community can close and delete questions, and the user can't undelete their question to salvage it. So if their question is poorly received or unsalvageable, it's almost impossible to escape the ban. Getting out of a question ban is time-consuming, demotivating, and sometimes impossible. If a user receives a question ban, it guarantees 3 things. They stay on the site with the ban, they leave, or they somehow get out of the ban. Most of the time, the user will choose the latter and won't attempt to escape the ban, which means they just create a new account. Number 3. Question bans add to the toxicity. If a user gets banned, the incredible frustration they will face adds to the toxicity of the site in general. This makes question bans bad for the site's reputation and doesn't add to the user's experience in a good way. Fourth, the premise of question bans on Stack Overflow is that questions are a privilege and not a right. So, why can a user with good intentions create an account, make a couple of mistakes, and lose that privilege, while those with worse intent can gain back that privilege with a new account? This blinding premise fuels the problems with Stack Overflow, that a simple ban can stop the flood of bad questions.
Boring!
Fifth, question bans don't stop the terrible rush of new users asking unsuitable questions for the site. This is made true by the following quote. The whole point of a question ban is to restrict users who have demonstrated zero ability or willingness to work with the community. It's supposed to be unwelcoming. This has 10 upvotes, by the way. And the user shows that new users won't be stopped by question bans. Yet, that's where the majority of unsuitable questions are coming from. For more problematic questions, there are question suspensions.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sixth, question bans are unforgiving. From my experience, getting out of a question ban has been difficult, time-consuming, and annoying, only to show my efforts gave me nothing. I've tried for a year to get out of my question ban, with only a small number of poorly written questions holding me back. Because I don't know how the system behind the scenes works, this makes this very difficult. Many of my past questions were unsalvageable too. Knowing that I probably won't get unbanned affects me heavily, as I haven't even gotten out of high school. Yet, I have contributed to the website by reviewing a bunch of questions, gaining 500 reputation, and answering a total of 40 questions. Yet, I'm not able to ask a single question by myself. Seventh, here's how we can fix the question ban. The best thing to do is to remove it entirely. If it has little to no effect on the site and only harms users who want to learn and are willing to stay, then it should be removed. The next best thing to do, if the owners are persistent in keeping it, would be to allow users to see how far they are from getting out of a question ban. This would become a reality through a UI system and making the algorithm public. This makes the whole process more encouraging by giving the banned user something to follow. In turn, this helps banned users learn from their mistakes, making the system more efficient. Finally, Stack Overflow is a great website, yet even the best websites have their worst moments. Have a nice day.
Alright, so here's an update. So, I'm on question ban, but I had to contact support. Everything I said about question ban still applies. However, this means if you're question banned, you can contact support. So, when you do contact support, show the following things. That you can ask questions fit for the site. This shows that you've changed. The amount of time you've been banned, and other contributions, badges, good answers, etc. Showing that you've contributed can help a lot. So, what does support do if they want to help? They just unlink all the downvoted posts from your account. That's basically it.